Hello and welcome back to Impact Daily Devotional. Today our topic is entitled Removing the Veil. And I am reading out of 2 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 18. And I'm reading out of the Amplified Bible. And it says, "And we all with unveiled face continually seeing as in a mirror the glory of the Lord are progressively being transformed into his image from one degree of glory to even more glory, which comes from the Lord, who is the Spirit."
Well, just like yesterday, when what you see is what you get, this kind of picks up from that theme. And we're talking about seeing. And Paul says, when we look as in a mirror at the glory of the Lord, in other words, when we put our focus on him and to give our attention to him, he says, we see the glory of the Lord and we are progressively being transformed into his image from one degree of glory even to more glory. Now, I just did a quick study on that word glory. It's a familiar term to us, but listen to it with fresh ears. Kingly, magnificent, splendor, excellence, dignity, grace, preeminent, of a condition of extreme blessedness. Now, he says when we look and behold as in a mirror, the word of God is the mirror, the glory of the Lord, we're progressively changed into that image. And to summarize it, we could say this way: the more we see him clearly, the more we're transformed to look like him.
That's good.
And this makes having a clear image of him proper. You could almost like saying we don't really know what we look like until we know what he looks like.
Excellent.
Wonder if we've been walking around with the wrong image of us, ourselves, to some degree, because we haven't seen him clearly. And because Paul is arguing that when we see him clearly, we're transformed into that image. And so what we see, how clearly we see him, determines the measure of which how much of this glory that's on the inside begins to come through and start affecting our relationships, our marriage, our work relationships, our business, our finances, our mental, emotional, physical health, all of these things that are to give a witness to Jesus Christ. That it takes place by how well we see him. And so I get that picture of when Jesus was on the Mount of Transfiguration, and he began to get brighter and brighter. It says brighter than the noonday sun, and the few disciples that were with him, and they were amazed. And in just that moment, they got to see Jesus for what was on the inside, who he really was. And I wonder if that's what God is wanting our minds to be going through. Just like Jesus became light, I wonder if that's what happens when our minds are renewed. We begin to get brighter and brighter. What happened to him physically, wonder if that's what's happening when our minds are transformed. And that glory, that splendor, that kingly position and posture begins to come through in us. And I tell you, it just encourages us to seek him and we say all the time it's about relationship, not religion. And man, when we see him clearly, what a blessing.
Awesome. That's really good. Removing the veil.
Yeah. So
seeing God clearly.
That's right. So let's remove the veil. Let's see him clearly and in our prayer time, and we'll be transformed. Remember, with God, it's about relationship and not religion. Look forward to seeing you more on tomorrow. Bye for now.
Bye.